You choose not to believe it, but then like suddenly there's a more of your house in your mind, and like, oh my god. Yeah. Have you had any encounters with the supernatural? This is the Senang Diri Podcast. Hello everybody and welcome to our second episode of the Senang Diri Podcast. My name is Joel and together with me are Jay.
What's good?
Kate.
Hello.
And JY.
Hello.
And today we're going to be talking about... Do you believe in the supernatural? Okay. So guys, my god, this has been stuck in my head for a very long time. Okay, so anyways, what are your views, right, regarding the supernatural? Like, do you believe they're real? Do you believe they're not real? Why? Yeah.
Personally, I don't think they're real. Yeah, okay, and when I was like really young, of course, like any other kid, I believe in like ghosts and stuff like that. But then, I don't know, at some point in time, right, it just stopped. Like when I walk in the dark room, I don't get scared anymore, like that kind. Then like, it got to the point where like, I just joke about ghosts. Like I'm sleeping in I see my own room, I'm like, hey, there's ghosts here, right? Hey, you can see me, good night, that kind of stuff. I don't know, at some point in time, I just like stopped believing in ghosts for some reason. Like, I just don't get scared anymore. Yeah, and like, I don't know, I think it's because like, I believe in like science a bit too much. Yeah, that kind of stuff lah. So I just stopped believing in ghosts. Like, so my entire life is like, I am like atheist and like I don't believe in ghosts, like that kind.
What about you, Kate?
Not really. It's just that I hear my mom playing Spotify podcasts about hantu or something, or she watches those TV programs about hunting supernaturals, but I'm just like, oh, okay, have fun.
Yeah, I remember I used to watch I don't know whether y'all watch it. When I was young, I used to watch all Ghost Adventures on YouTube. So basically, it's like this hunting crew, right? Then they go like a lot of like so-called haunted places. Then they got like this like equipment worth like thousands and thousands of dollars. Then they actually have like night vision cameras, thermal cameras, this and that, just to like prove that like the supernatural is real and things like that. It's so interesting. Yeah. But personally for me, I'm very like, I'm at this grey area where like in the middle of like believing and not believing it. Right? Cause like how to say, believe it cause like in any other religion or like anything, right? Your parents will have told you some things like not to do this, not to do that. So like you listen to them, right? Like you hear them out, right? Then it's just like some part of you wants to believe it, you know what I mean? But you don't want to believe in it, but you just want to play safe. Like, you know, like especially like during like 7 months, right? When they tell not to start offerings and things like that, not to like swear a lot, not to wear certain colours. These are all the superstitions, right? Then it's just like I don't want to believe in it, but at the same time I want to be safe, right? So I just try to avoid it. It's good to know, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, I have like a friend with like your views, he's like, oh, just in case they're real, I'll believe in them.
Yeah.
You're that kind of person.
Yeah, it's just to play safe, you know, cause like because it's like this type of thing is very grey, right? Like you don't know, like there seems to be evidence, but at the same time it's also very hard to believe it because you haven't seen it personally for yourself, right? But personally, I've never really encountered like a supernatural event. Personally, lah.
Same here.
What about you, Joy?
I would think they are true because I actually saw my grandma after she passed away once, and then I saw my grandfather after he passed away twice also. Yeah, I believe in ghosts, but the rest I don't believe.
Do you vividly remember like how you saw them?
Like, okay, so for the case of my grandfather, right, because the funeral was quite long. It was like 5 days if I remember. Then it's like when going out to the house, right, like he was just like standing outside the door, like just waiting there. And then I was like, wait, why? why are you just standing outside? Then he just suddenly just stood up and then he just walked inside, even though the door was closed.
True.
Then I remember he just lay on the bed next to my grandmother, just started crying. Yeah. Then I could hear him crying also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. That's very interesting. But speaking of like 7 months, right? I don't know why, because like this part of me that really believes about this. Like I don't know why, it's just like unexplainable, right? Like how it's amazing how every 7 months, right, there's going to be a moth in my house, bro.
Yo!
Moth, bro. And you know what they say, right? Like the superstition, right?
Yeah.
From your parents or whatever. Like they say like your ancestors when they pass away, they reincarnate as like a insect or moth. Like they come back in the form of moth to visit you, like during the 7 months. Then I like try not to believe in it, but the thing is that I remember vividly like almost every year, right, there's going to be a moth in my house, right? That is probably my grandfather, but like a moth in my house, right, for like specifically during the 7 months. Other than 7 months, right, it's just gonna be flying cockroaches and I hate it so much, okay? But anyways, like that is like quite amazing to me lah. Cause it kind of like the story and what I saw in real life kind of links, you know. But there's no like evidence to support like that, if that is actually like the claim they're making, like if it's actually like a reincarnation of like my grandparents. And it's like so damn interesting, you know, like it just keeps me like thinking, it's just at the back of my head. Then like yeah. But anyway, I take it quite literally, but because I have seen it, right, so I can sort of somewhat believe it lah. But I don't completely believe in like the entire ghost thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure you all have like have like somewhat the same experience as me.
Yeah, this is just what my parents say like that always like they always say this kind of thing.
Yeah, man. You choose not to believe it, but then like suddenly there's a moth in your house doing something and they're like, oh my god. Yeah.
Honestly, that hasn't happened to me like a lot lah. Like, I legit never see moth in my house before.
But honestly,
I
it's quite funny because I'm a person that is quite scared of insects, right?
Yeah.
Like especially those flying ones, I cannot, bro. I really cannot. Then like how to say, like when I saw a moth, right, I try not to touch it, right? I tried to sell because like it happens once when like I'm showering, then there's a moth on the wall.
Did it fly to you?
No, it didn't lah, but it's just there. And I don't know, I'm anticipating when it's gonna fly.
Yeah.
But it's just there.
Oh, so you're just like staying, so you just like latch on the wall doing nothing.
Yeah, that is so scary because I don't know when it's gonna fly. But then like there's this thought in my mind, right? If that is actually my grandpa, why is he watching me shower? It's not that.
Bro, it could be some random auntie just go inside.
Yeah, bro. Wait.
Like, why? That's so weird. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. It's a very grey area, right? And like there's a lot of uncertainties about it. It's not backed up with like proper scientific evidence and shit. So like I'm just gonna leave it at that, right?
Yeah. I also say the rumor of like the animal can see the like I don't know gatekeeper or something, like when you go to the afterlife when they bring the deceased soul back in. Yeah, I would say that's true also, cause during my grandpa's funeral at like 11 PM, my cousin's dog just started barking at the door when there was like no one. Like really no one. I checked the door, I just opened the door, really got no one. The hallway was like empty. Then all the neighbors' door was closed. And then we were like, who's she barking at? Then we realized it's the like gatekeeper or something. Then we just faster go and like put her inside a room, cause if not she might scare them away, and then we need to like wait for like another 2 days or something.
Oh. Personally, like every 7 months, I take my dogs. Like, because I have 2 dogs, right? Like, personally, I don't know, dogs just bark at anything at random times. Like, they bark at the door when it's empty like so many times already. It's just like at random times lah. So I really like I really don't feel that way lah. And then like even during 7 months, like when we go like pai downstairs, right, I pray to the hungry ghost, right? Sometimes I take my dog down, and then she's like so chill.
I mean, I think it depends on your dog.
Yeah. No, but the one like the babies had the third eye.
Oh yeah, my nephew does have a third eye. He saw my uncle near the stairs when he died, like near the parents' bedroom also. Then we were like, oh my god, what?
But the thought of having a third eye, right, is cool, right? But I personally wouldn't want to have it though.
Yeah, same.
If it's real, like I personally would not want to have it.
Yeah.
Like you just see ghosts everywhere, and then you'll be like, oh, what the hell is this world?
Yeah, then like you'll be like so homebound, you won't even want to go out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you start from young, then like you become normal, right? Then like the ghost become like your best friend or something.
That's even cool. That's even cooler. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you get to ask the ghost for favors.
Yeah, but you don't know for sure,
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, how do you guys react when like a senior or like any alumni tell you about like campsites, right? Especially at Pulau Ubin. Right, there's gonna be a lot of stories about how, because it's a more deserted island, right, and like not many people are there, and like I heard a lot of like ghost stories in like Pulau Ubin and campsites. How do you like react when they tell you that? Like, because for me, right, whenever I hear this sort of thing from my alumni and seniors, right, my view of the entire like campsite changes. Like at first, like I'll be like, oh, ATC is gonna be fun, it's gonna be like jetty jump. There's gonna be like a lot of good activities. I'm gonna make more friends. It's so like uplifting, right? It's such a good view, right? But then when suddenly you get hit with those type of thing, right, then you're just like skeptical. Like at night, like especially at night, like when you want to go to the toilet, and then you like you recall about what they say, right? Then it's just like it kind of bothers you a bit, right? No.
Personally, right, I think it's an NCC thing lah. Like we don't really get ghost stories from like Amoy Free Camp. Our HQ, cause like HQ is the only one camp that we have, and like we don't really get any ghost stories from there. Like legit, the only ghost stories we get is like how instructors bully the cadets at night.
Do you think the seniors like they tell you about ghost stories, right, to like scare you a bit, then to like sort of in a way it's like a mind game, it's like to make sure you don't go try not to exploit by yourself because you're scared?
Oh, that's cool.
Things like this, right? It's kind of like a way to like stop you from like, because you usually tell the story in a group, right? Like they'll see you, they'll squat down, they'll tell you about this. Like, do you think their main objective or the purpose of that, right, is to like in a way it's like scaring them so that they don't do anything stupid during camp? They won't like walk away, try to wander away. But then again, we have those people that are curious, right?
Yeah.
That wants to find answers, right? Those kind of very adventurous people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, that's what I think. But I don't know whether that's the true intention, or maybe they're just legit just telling the story. Okay, what about you?
Honestly, in my UG there aren't much ghost story. The only running joke that I know of for scouts is Serangoon campsite has 24/7 365-day Milo pond. And that is not actually Milo. It's just a very, very muddy thing in the middle of the camp.
Supernatural.
I was saved by someone.
There's nothing supernatural. Like, I've not heard of any supernatural story.
That's interesting. That's okay. Here comes a very, very, very funny question again. So like, if you guys were ghosts, right? Yeah, but like, if you guys actually like, when y'all die or become ghosts or whatever, right? What will y'all do during the time of like when y'all are being the ghost? What is the first thing you're gonna do when you're a ghost?
Run away from my family. Cause if you think about it, right, if you go back to your family, right, you may like traumatize some of your nephews, like your young nephews who have third eyes or something. Like they might be scared that you are back again, or they might think that you're back again. And it's like sort of giving them false hope. I wouldn't want to go back and see my family. I would just quickly go to the afterlife already.
Jay, what about you?
For me, if I'm a ghost, right? Yeah, I wouldn't like cut out my family all. I would like go and do like fun stuff. Like, imagine you're a ghost, right? You can go literally anywhere in the world. Like, I would go sightseeing, bro.
True, man.
I would like go sightseeing, then like if legit got people piss me off, right, I'll go like do like tiny shit. Like all the tiny stuff that pisses people off. Like I move their table one few inches, then like they keep their leg under the.
Oh my god. Imagine you travel, then you got like the visa passport.
Yes, yeah.
Then he just go up past the custom like, yeah.
That's the Arctic gun I walked through, you know. Like, so step aside.
And then they're like, hey, why got floating gun?
No, you step aside.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think right, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, like if I were to be a ghost, I'll go shopping. I'll get the things I want to get that I can't afford, right? During my time as a human, right?
I gotta buy the perfume again.
No lah, what the heck? How do you spell on yourself? There's like no smell already.
I thought like ghosts got like smell one, like if they fly past you then you smell.
I don't know.
Pontianak, bro.
You think they're using like some like kids pay $100 perfume? Like, let me hum with style.
The foreign Pontianak perfume, bro.
The hype beast goes, bro. See a hype beast goes, bro. If I ever become a ghost, right, you'll see like Supreme shirt.
Yeah, your friend but like one
Some $300 pants, some $400 shoes. Oh my god, yeah, that's how I'll do it. No lah, but really, if I'm a ghost, right, I want to punish like those people who do bad. No, it's just fun. Like, okay, you see, some people, right, they find it like fun to like intentionally hurt others, right?
Yeah.
I just want to like see them get hurt back. You know what I mean?
Like you want them to experience the pain,
Yeah, I mean like it's beyond law already. No one can catch me. I'm invisible. Let me just hurt him as much as possible, so that he knows how it feels.
you push him down.
Like, what
You're invisible and non-existent.
You just accidentally trip him, you know, like.
Then when you try to run away, right, I just like the car doesn't start, doesn't even start. I'll just drive him off the cliff or something.
Jesus.
like when he on the highway, you just go to the forest.
Welcome to the gulag.
No, you're like, welcome to our camp. Welcome to our camp. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh my god.
Make it rain like that whole 2 weeks. It rains every day.
Yeah, bro.
If you were a ghost, what would you do? So what was the first thing you want to do?
I don't know, but I low-key want to like just invigilate exams. I don't know, it's just like I'll just like pop into like some exam hall, preferably.
Oh, you don't want to see how they answer.
Yeah.
Like how they answer the exam.
Be like, what is this?
Bro, you know what you do? You should be like, you know, like how every time, right, you put your exam paper down and like the wind blow you away, like it stresses you out.
Yeah.
Oh my
God, yeah. Yeah, she'll be the wind that blows the paper away.
Yeah, and then like they try to flip paper, right, but then they keep on flipping 2 pages.
Oh my god, yeah.
What? And then if they're shading OAS, right, the pencil like break.
No, when you shading OAS, that is you miss. After you miss shit, after the pencil let go all the way to across all 3 options.
Oh my god, then they have to take the trouble to request for a new OS sheet of paper.
Yeah,
oh my god. If not, they will have to request for eraser.
They drop the Celestial pen and then
That's completely eraser, man.
Yeah, like what is the first thing you're gonna do? Enter the exam hall? Oh my god. Why? That's
Like,
so weird.
No, like recently, right, chemistry O-level, the paper 1, there was a junior who was talking to me about it.
What?
And then my junior thought that aluminum is a transition metal. I was like, bro, are you kidding?
bro.
It's not a transition metal.
Don't ask me.
Yes.
I don't know science.
So I was like, yo. So
Is it
this
amphoteric?
thing on.
But is there
Yeah, it's
anything you would do?
amphoteric.
Like anything else you would do other than like going to an exam hall?
Bro, you could just lock the exam hall.
When you're good, like that's so bad. Like what?
You could just lock the exam hall to prevent them from going inside.
No, I just haunt the whole school. Even better, right?
Oh.
You just hate the school or something.
You just like slam the door.
Yeah.
For toilet.
Some kid just like shitting in the toilet.
Like in the toilet, then she just randomly make the
The light off and on, you know.
Just like accidentally got
Then the kid
out the
like,
whole school.
then the kid like shitting and like shit. Why the toilet on? Then he cannot move already.
The shit go back in, bro. The shit go back in.
Then after suddenly the toilet,
Come on,
suddenly the water not working. Then after you like wash it. What the fuck?
then suddenly like she just drained like the tissue paper. Then he can't wipe his hands anymore.
Yeah.
Then he come out of the toilet. He's just like walking like a duck.
Oh my god, bro.
That's so mean.
Gordon, bro.
Oh, that's damn mean. Then imagine you just steal someone's handphone and they just record everything.
Hey, that's so mean.
Yeah,
Don't do that, bro. Anyways, right, guys. I'm very curious. I'm really, very curious. Like, okay, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen like those type of like just like I say Ghost Adventures, right? Like got some like Ghost Hunters, right? Y'all ever watch them? Like, have y'all ever watched them?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all watch, right? Then do y'all believe in what they do? Cause sometimes right, I watch it, right? Then the evidence is kind of like it's kind of in a way it's kind of believable, right? Cause they're using like certain equipment to prove it, right?
Yeah.
Right, like the EMF. Okay, I mean y'all play what?
Phasmo.
Yeah, y'all play Phasmophobia, so y'all know kind of like what equipment they use, right?
No.
Then like okay, I'm sorry, you don't. But anyways, so they use like this sort of thing like EMF detector, which is like electromagnetic field detector. Right? So apparently, the closer you are to a ghost, the higher the EMF detector will spike. So there's this like color code, right? So it's from green, yellow to orange, then red. So your starting position is always like green. But whenever you're close to something, right, apparently when you're closer to a ghost, right, the thing will spike up to like red. And then the device will the ding sound, you know? And then like I see it in real life, right? Like from like those type of like ghost hunting like YouTube channels and shit. It's kind of like believable, but at the same time I still don't want to believe it. But what are your views about it though? Do you think what they're doing right would like educate people more about the supernatural, or like would people still have like other views about it?
Okay, there's this thing like called, I remember there's like a shop in Singapore called Ghostbusters, and they like apparently they just like take out the evil spirits that's trapped inside like certain objects. Like for example, when a door when a ghost was inside the door, that suddenly the ghost go and possess like the little girl or something, and then I'm like, huh? Then it's like all they just saying like is like made up like that, and then I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Then I'm like, how do y'all even get it out in the first place? And then it's like, then they talk about like what's the most cursed area and this stuff like that. I'm like, what's this?
I see a lot of them on TikTok. It's all over my TikTok. They talk about like top 10 creepiest places and things like that.
Yeah, I know. That is like, then the services, right? I see the price is like $200 for something. Then I'm like, huh? $200?
What?
Right,
Jay, how about you? Sorry.
I'm like, you just fold some paper and then you just burn it. $200 already. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice, huh? Yeah.
I know. I find it hard to believe, like, because like I Google like EMF, right? Like most of it, right, is like for the sole purpose of like detecting ghosts, and then you can buy on eBay. Like, I don't know, it feels a bit sketch, you know.
Maybe doesn't seem like a good place, not bad.
Yeah, it's like a toy that you can use to like up the thing or don't know what but maybe it's true, maybe it's not, you know.
But how do okay? If you say it's a toy to play around with, right? How do you explain? Okay, shit, this is very already. Okay, this is getting interesting. Okay, anyway, like how do you explain when they just put down the EMF detector, like on the floor with an object, right? Apparently the hunted object. They just leave the EMF detector there, then they put a camera in front. Then they're just recording. Then no one is there, by the way. So they're just recording to see if there's a spike in the electromagnetic field.
Okay.
Like, then how do you explain? Like, do y'all believe it when you see it? let's say it spikes and then there's no one there, like completely no one there. Like they're literally at like they're always at this type of like haunted house, right? Then they set up this type of like nerve center, like a truck outside the house. So they're all in the room just watching the camera, watch the EMF detector.
As a physics student, right, I find like a personal issue with like EMF detector because like, you know, like okay, so basically right, the EMF right, it stands for electromagnetic field and like actually electromagnetism right is like just a spectrum so we call it the electromagnetic spectrum, EMS, okay? And it comprises basically any electromagnetic wave in like any frequency. It's called an electromagnetic wave, and like you can actually like measure different aspects of the wave, but like currently there's like no, it's like, or at least to my knowledge, right, you can't really measure all. So basically, I take history research, okay, and like my research is into measuring these kind of waves and stuff like that. So like there's this thing called the Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy, as well as the UV infrared spectroscopy, and like there's even like gamma ray detectors for like medical equipment where you can know whether the MRI brain scan is on and stuff like that. So like it's a bit weird to have like this device that can just like measure everything. You can buy it on eBay. Like that's to my knowledge that's pretty like xiao. Like because currently our industry standard for FTIR, right, Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy, is like it's like a few $1,000s and like UV as well. And then like the medical equipment don't need to say it. And then like there's like so many things that can emit like EMF or EMW or whatever you want to call it. Okay, electromagnetic wave. For example, your sun, visible light is an electromagnetic wave that you can see. So like does that mean like the EMF detector is supposed to go crazy in the morning or something? Which it doesn't, right? Because it doesn't specify which wavelength or which frequency it actually measures. So like technically you put it next to a microwave, right, you should measure the EMF also. But does it? Like has anyone tested that? Does it even work like that? So like, we don't even know what EMW is measuring. So like, is there a specific type of EMW that ghosts emit? Like you can't really like measure every EMF at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like you put it next to a microwave, you should measure. You bring it to the hospital, you should measure. You bring it to the sun, you should measure also. Like literally, like I take a personal offense to this.
You can't bring anything to the sun, my guy.
Bring outdoors, bro. Bring outdoors. The sun. You guys, okay? Did you know that the UV light emitted from your laptop is like only like what 1% of how much the sun emits in a day or something like that?
So therefore we should just go to the sun, right?
The sun is a ghost. The sun is a ghost. Think about it. The sun is floating. Okay, sun is floating. The sun can literally burn you, bro. The sun is a ghost.
Floating in space.
Sun drops you.
Just tell your top. Because the sun floating, ma. They got to believe that, right? And then when they grow up, they realize how stupid that statement is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's why I don't think the EMF detector is real.
Oh my god.
Today's children, I am so sorry.
Then got some of them they use like the thermal cameras, right? Then they feel this person, then they see like the increase in temperature, right? Or it starts smoke
Yeah.
beside the person. Then I'm just thinking, can you just fart and then like the same thing will happen?
Yeah. It actually does.
The thing is, right, someone could just be wearing a black like cloth. Cause you wouldn't know like it's so dark you can't see anything. Then it's like someone could really just be draping a black cloth over themselves and then it's just their figure. Like you wouldn't know also.
Yeah lah, true lah. But like what? You can like imagine like you can just fart, right? It can't make sense, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Then be like, oh, there's an increase of temperature right beside the person. There must be a like entity beside him. Then I'm just like,
Farting. Kate, do you have anything?
I mean, nothing much. It's just that all the things that we see on TV, I can't really trust because you never know if they are props. So yeah, like what Jay has mentioned.
it's just our views, right, about the entire supernatural thing. We have like talked about like UG campsites and like the experiences people go through there, right? Some people say they have met with like this type of supernatural things, but some of us don't believe also. So what do you guys think, right? Anyways, thank you guys for tuning into our podcast. If you enjoy what you hear today, do follow us on Instagram, UG.Rojang, and join our Discord server, UG Pride SG. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye, guys.